Hi, I'm Molly.
And I'm Jaymie, and this is our From the Pasture with Hired Hand podcast. As the owners of Hired Hand website software, we've been developing websites and creating internet marketing strategies for livestock breeders for the past 10 years.
The majority of our customers are involved in the breeding of registered animals, such as Texas Longhorns, Highland cattle, horses, and white-tailed deer, where the pedigrees are very important. The From the Pasture with Hired Hand podcast examines many of the differences in raising pedigreed livestock for maximum profit. Join us and learn what we're covering today.
Looking for top quality Longhorns and a taste of true Texas spirit? Look no further than Cantera Cattle Company. Our passion for Longhorns shines at Old Gringo Ranch, where tradition meets excellence. Visit us online at CanteraCattleCompany.com and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok for the latest updates and ranch life fun. Ready to experience it yourself? Schedule your visit by emailing canteracattle@gmail.com. Remember, God is great, Longhorns are good, and life is crazy.
Thank you for joining us on today's podcast. We're going to be recapping the 27th annual Butler Breeders Invitational Sale that happened over Labor Day weekend, August 31st in Lockhart, Texas.
So there were a total of 70 lots listed in the sale. The unofficial total was $128,100, while the unofficial average was $2,001, and the internet-only average was $1,475.
With this being the 16th sale of the year to be included in our Trends and Averages series, it takes the 2024 annual average to date to $5,386 and the internet-only average to date to $3,637.
There were 7,010 total views of the consignments online and 43 registered internet bidders.
The most viewed lot over the weekend was lot number 36, WF Strawberry Twist 109, consigned by Falls Creek Longhorns. She was the most viewed animal before the sale with 208 views and ended the sale with 245 views. She was also the third highest selling lot overall to an in-person buyer, and we'll be recapping that information next.
So here's the top 5 sellers for in-person buyers. Coming in at number 5 is lot 11, TC Shiny Kate 910, consigned by Tatey Cattle Co. She sold for $3,500 to Richard F. Richard, we try to pronounce your last name, but I know I wouldn't get it right. So.
The fourth highest selling lot overall was lot number 47, Magdalena BR3, consigned again by Tatey Cattle Company, and she sold for $4,500 to Charlie Burns.
The third highest selling lot overall was lot 36, WF Strawberry Twist 109, consigned by Falls Creek Longhorns. She sold for $6,000 to the McLeod Ketty Doyle Partnership. Was also the first most viewed online before the sale with 208 views, and the first most viewed lot after the sale with 245 views.
The second highest selling lot to an in-person buyer was lot number 49, Pippa BR3, consigned by Triple R Ranch, and she sold for $7,500 to the Rosenberg Krista Partnership.
And coming in at number 1, highest selling lot in person was lot 46. Carmen Rose at BR3 was consigned by Triple R Ranch, and she sold for $8,500 to Bill Crozier.
Now we're going to review the top 5 online buyers and sellers. Coming in at number 5 was lot 57, TC Hotspots B, consigned. Oh, here's another hard one, Jaymie. Shane, I'm going to apologize in advance. Consigned by Shane Kleinwolterink, and she sold for $1,100 to Ray Beadle on Hired Hand Live.
The fourth highest selling lot online was lot 29A, Jackie Lynn 4515, consigned by the McLeod Ranch. She sold for $1,200 to Matthew Doyle via Hired Hand Live.
The third highest selling online lot was lot number 62, LH Spanish Vega, consigned by Hill Ranch, selling for $1,750 to McNeil Farm and Ranch.
The second highest selling lot online was lot 44, LAER Sassy Cameron, consigned by Ketty Sellers Partnership. She sold for $1,800 to the McNeil Farm and Ranch.
And topping out the list of highest selling lots to online buyers was lot number 48, Anna Maria C3, consigned by Krista Cattle Co., selling for $2,000 to Matthew Doyle.
Next, we'll go over the internet influence stats. There was 8,000 $850 value added through the internet bidding, with 80 online bids and the 6 lots sold online to 4 different online buyers.
From the Pasture by Hired Hand is presented by R3 Hilltop Ranch. Located in Chilton, Texas, R3 Hilltop Ranch has been breeding registered Texas Longhorns since 2006. What began as 3 heifers has grown into our current herd, which you can explore on our website at r3hilltop.com. We're passionate about loud colors, longhorns, and docile temperaments, but it's the easy-keeping, low-maintenance traits of Texas Longhorns that initially attracted us and continue to drive our herd growth. In addition to livestock, we proudly offer certified Longhorn beef products. Visit r3hilltop.com/beef to learn more. Thank you for listening and enjoy exploring our ranch online at r3hilltop.com.
Do you sometimes feel like you're the only one who doesn't have it all figured out? Rural life can be isolating, but it doesn't have to be.
Welcome to Ag's Most Okayest Farm Girls, the podcast for women who are craving connection, laughter, solidarity, camaraderie, and just overall encouragement in your everyday life and dreams.
Each week, your hosts, Annalise, that's me, and Courtney will cover topics such as farm life, mom life, making money online, side hustles, hobbies, sharing on social media, jobs off the farm, and so much more.
Us rural gals need to stick together, so saddle up for some fun, real, and unsolicited advice and stories from our everyday farm lives.
Grab a drink, we're Ag's Most Okayest Farm Girls, and we're here to help. Listen wherever you find podcasts.
Love what you're hearing? Be sure to check out our Pickup Truck Confessions. It's a video series where we hop in the truck or rental car and interview a variety of breeders about what drives their passion for their livestock, how they got started in the breed of their choice, marketing tips, and more. And now, back to the podcast.
Now we're going to update some NLFR stats for you. This isn't associated with the Butler sale, but we haven't updated these stats since July 26th. And so we're just going to go over the top 5 heifers and the top 5 bulls as they stand this month going into September's competitions.
So the heifer with the most points is 50 Grand BCB. She is owned by John and Natalie Jaymie. She has 1,605.25 points.
The next highest heifer is O.L. Seigel from Oliver Longhorns, and she has 1,572.25 points.
The third highest heifer is H.L. Sharp as Attack, owned by McIntyre Farms, and she has 1,355.5 points.
The next highest heifer is M7 Ace of Spades, owned by M7 Longhorns. She comes in at 1,354.75 points.
And to round out the top 5 is M7 Roses Valentine, owned by M7 Longhorns. She has 1,353.75 points.
And now we'll review the top 5 bulls. Again, these were also updated on July 26th. Coming in first is One Cool Ombre, owned by Bryant Cattle Company, with 1,357.95 points.
Coming in second place is O.L. Ragnarok, owned by Oliver Longhorns, and he has 1,124 points.
The next bull is also owned by Oliver Longhorns. His name is O.L. Cash Out, and he has 1,121.5 points.
Fourth place is Taser, owned by Bryant Cattle Company, and he has 1,112.5 points.
Rounding out the top 5 bulls is Metallic Boom, owned by Natalie Jaymie, with 1,112.25 points. Those last few animals in the top 5 are pretty close there.
Yeah, they're pretty tight. It's a pretty tight race, even for the heifers too.
So as usual, we asked our podcast listeners and our Hired Hand Live viewers to send us any comments they had from the past weekend sale, and we did get one back. Jaymie, do you want to go ahead and read that?
Yeah, they said, "We had a great time as always. Love seeing our Butler Longhorn family."
The next sale that we'll be doing Hired Hand Live for and also recapping on our podcast is the G&G Fall Classic Longhorn Sale and Futurity, happening September 13th through 14th in Culpeper, Virginia.